Kalonzo decided to go and visit the grave of Raila Odinga. Here, he decided to go and pay homage to Raila Odinga and to condole with the family of Raila Odinga and after what happened. We all know what happened to Raila Odinga. And the visit from Kalonzo Musyoka was very, very symbolic. It was very, very symbolic. In fact, how he went there with all the Kamba leaders, it's very, very symbolic. And the reception that he received and the attention that, the media attention that received was very, very symbolic. You know, Kalonzo, during Raila's death, Raila's funeral, he was not given enough time to speak, even during at Nyayo Stadium, and even in Nyayo Stadium he did not speak, and even in during the burial in Bondo, he was not given enough time to speak. But I understand, because of the schedule and everything, let's just not bring politics into it. The time was very limited to give all the opposition leaders time to speak. But after the burial, we have seen a lot of leaders go to pay homage to Raila Odinga and all these other things. But there's a reason why I'm saying for Kalonzo Musyoka was very symbolic. And there's something that it ignited in the spirit of Luos and all these things. Because he went there with over 100 cows. He went there with 100 cows. And he went there like... He went there to go and celebrate his friend. To go and mourn his friend. You know, Kalonzo Musyoka and Raila Odinga have been very, very close. They have been very, very close. And they have had... There's so many things that they have shared. And going for Kalonzo to go to Bondo the way he went, if I will show you the videos. Actually, even before I go into all these details, I know some of you are watching me for the first time. Please kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I will be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support, for those who view my videos, for those who share and everything. We are growing one step at a time. You get? One step at a time. So I really, really appreciate. Let's continue supporting this channel, and if you feel like you want to give me something small, my number is always there. I will really appreciate. Now, I have said that Kalonzo Musyoka decided to go and pay homage to Raila, and he went with all Kamba leaders. And I was watching that process, which it was live. And I got emotional at some point. I got emotional because there's one thing I've never understood. Why has Kalonzo never been president? And there's something that James Orengo said about Kalonzo Musyoka, and it just hit me. That Kalonzo Musyoka was a vice president for 5 years. And for those 5 years, Kalonzo Musyoka never had any drama. He never used his power wrongly. And Kalonzo Musyoka is this leader who you cannot tie him to any corruption. For all the years that Kalonzo has been in politics, you cannot tie Kalonzo to any corruption. Why is it that this man have never been president? Anyway, before I go into the detail, just see the reception that Kalonzo received. Just see the videos, and then I'll come back. You have seen the videos. You have seen how the reception was. And something comes out very, very clearly is that Kalonzo and Raila were very, very close buddies. They were friends. besides politics. I always tell you people, and I always insist, there is life outside politics. With these politicians are still human beings like us. Outside the politics, they interact like you and anybody else. I feel like the death of Raila really robbed Kalonzo a personal friend. Because I can remember when Kalonzo's wife was sick, and she's still sick by the way. And there was a time she was away. He was away for a very long time. And I remember there was a time he said that Raila used to pay him visit almost every day to check on the wife and everything. So there's something about the friendship of these two people. So such that when Raila died, it was like Kalonzo lost something that was very personal to him. And that is why he had to make that kind of homage to the family of Raila Odinga. He had to. And it was massive. It was very, very symbolic. Kalonzo was trying to tell the people of Nyanza, I am here with you people. We have been with you. The Kambas and the Luos have been together. We have fought for so many things in this country. Kalonzo just reminded the Luos that why there is that unity between these two communities. He went there specifically to water down what William Ruto was saying, that he is going to take over ODM. Kalonzo went there specifically to remind the Luos who they are and who has stood with them all these years. And that one hit me because it finally dawned on me that this man has been with us. This man has been with Raila. This man has relinquished his position to support Raila 3 times. This man has ate tear gas with Raila Odinga. These guys were buddies. And it is high time. He was just telling them, it is high time. Now you start even paying attention to me. And trust you me, that thing ignited something in the Luos. Because one thing I'm learning from all this, there is deliberate attempt to now scramble for Luo votes. Now that Raila is not in the picture, there is that attempt to make sure that there is scramble for Luo votes. Easy kura za Wajaluo, let's go grab these things. Let's go grab these votes. Let's go grab these votes. That is what is happening. There is a deliberate attempt to make sure that everyone gets a piece of Luo votes. And will Luos vote in one basket come 2027? I highly doubt. But I feel like Kalonzo will still make an impact. He needs to still, if Kalonzo wants to win the Luo vote, he still needs to visit Nyanza quite often. Afai kuachia William Ruto the space to operate freely. He still need to make visits in Nyanza. Because Kalonzo haezi fukuzwa Nyanza. This guy has been good to us. Kalonzo is one of the people who I feel that leadership anafaa kupatiwa hata kama ni once. Because the man is very, very humble. You know, Kalonzo is humble. The man has been very, very, like, I don't know why. I don't know why Kenyans just don't want to embrace this guy. Kalonzo you can look at him and you feel like we are safe in his hands. Because even when he has been a leader, he has never misused his power. Never. At no moment will you find he has misused his power. Just once when he had a slip of a tongue. You remember when he referred to that journalist as a Kikuyu. That was the only time. And in life, sometimes we have that slip of tongue. It's always there. No one is perfect to make mistakes. But there are those people who do things until you ask yourself, surely, huyu hata akiwa kiongozi. So, that visit by Kalonzo Musyoka was very, very symbolic, and I feel like it's high time. It's high time Luos sit back and start thinking of Kalonzo as an option in the ballot. Because if they are being embraced by opposition, then if he's going to be the official presidential candidate for the Gachagua team and all these other things, I know Luos have issues with Gachagua. That one I know. Because they were saying that even Gachagua will come and to visit and all this manner of things. It's okay, atakaribishwa, but I don't think Luos will really pay attention to Gachagua and all that. But it is what it is. Kalonzo, whatever you did, those number of cows, those are 100 cows. Do you know what that means? 100 cows. Hizo ni ng'ombe mingi sana. For someone to toa pesa yake paka afike 100 cows to go and mourn a friend, that means that person was very dear to him. And it's very clear that Raila was very dear to so many people. Raila was dear to so many people. We have seen people cannot, even people who have never met him, were still getting emotional. Like for me, if I talk about Raila, sometimes I just get emotional. I get emotional. I don't know why. But I've never met the man. I think it's because of the things that he stood for. Anyway, guys, that is it from me. Tell me what you think about Kalonzo's visit. And let's share in the comment section. But above it all, remain respectful. As I always insist, I say this platform, I want it to be a safe space for everyone. Okay? So let's just share. Let's just share. Tell us what you think about what is happening in the political space. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
The African Update.